All right, well, good afternoon. Danielle and I are coming here today, and we're just really want to come across with a sense of urgency and the importance of technology. And we use the word technology, and yet more importantly, I want you to understand that our world is changing. And I know a lot of you listen to Gary Keller talking about the why we built an end-to-end platform, but just the industry. So share with them. How is our industry and how is our world changing?
Well, you know, I like to use the analogy of if you think about where you were 5 years ago and going to the grocery store. I mean, we went to go buy groceries. There's only one way for you to go to the grocery store, right? Now you have multiple ways. However, though it's using technology, you're still going to a grocery store. Now the experience is being enhanced, right? And how do they even know what type of groceries you want? Like, so it's more and more specified to you. And technology is disrupting everything. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep.
Wherever we go now, it's just being a big disruptor. So how in real estate can we have our agents be in the forefront of all that?
Well, we can. Well, here's some things I want you to do. We're going to have a theme. We're going to be hitting you hard because we want to make sure that no Keller Williams Southwest agent misses this opportunity. And we have an opportunity right now. It's an opportunity never seen before. And hopefully we sound a lot like a broken record.
Absolutely.
And so things are happening at our age. Gary Keller says in the next 6 months, we won't even recognize our industry. So how are we not going to recognize our industry? What's impacting it? What threats are coming in?
So you have companies like Zillow. If you've heard recently, Zillow now, their CEO is the founder is stepping back in, right? And he's the same guy that currently owns Glassdoor, and Glassdoor tells you how much you make. He also owns Expedia, who took out every single, that just changed the whole entire travel industry, right? So if he has this mantra of what he's doing.
Oh, he's on the Netflix board too.
Oh, that's right. He is on the Netflix board.
Yep.
So what's going to be next? Now he's in with Zillow. I heard last week that Zillow will be purchasing 5,000 homes a month. On top of that, Zillow Mortgage will be doing 3,000 mortgages a month.
Yeah.
Now then.
So here's what we tell you. Relationships matter. They matter more than they ever have before. We're asking you to get your relationships and call the database. I think Gary Keller used to talk about database a lot,
Yeah,
right?
You know what's interesting? What we have right now with our Command is set up to offer you as an agent a more human touch to your database. How many of us can actually say we touch our database to the extent we're supposed to?
And we're building a moat around it, meaning that no other outside force could threaten and come into you. Because imagine if your clients, before they made any real estate decision, before they bought a home, before they got a mortgage, before they even got insurance, before they even touched their roof or their sidewalk or their driveway, what foundation, they called you and got your input. What would be a world would you live in when they knew you were the expert in all these fields and they contacted you for all those? More importantly, the value of their home they wanted to know.
So our technology is coming out and it's actually thinking ahead of your consumers and it's bringing it back to you. So instead of them going to Zillow, instead of them asking a neighbor for referrals for a plumber, instead of them asking a mortgage person should they refi or not, the technology we have with our AI system is answering all that for them. But it's
that's the power of artificial intelligence. That if we really understand artificial intelligence and what we're building, you would really get that. It's just thinking ahead and also analyzing. So we have a goal for the next 90 days. The goal is for all of our Keller Williams agents to get into Command and put a minimum of 200. A minimum. Some of you are going to go for 1,000, but a minimum of 200 contacts with addresses.
Right, because what's a contact without an address?
Well, yeah, they were like, we're in the address business, and yet we don't even have an address. Why do we need an address? So we can start building landing pages and information for them, for your consumer that'll be customized to them. So
absolutely.
Get your contacts into Command. Well, if you don't know how, where would I start?
So every Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have with the amazing Norman. We have a tech lab set up for you every Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Following every team meeting, we're going to create what we call command hour or lab hours where you can come in and work on it as well. We're going to be reaching out to you. And the final thing is we're going to be hosting Bold. People go, well, I've already taken Bold before.
Not with AI technology,
yeah, you haven't taken a Bold where you've been intentional about talking to people, getting their information, and getting it back into command.
Absolutely.
I don't know how else to stress. The staff's going to come at you hard. This is a window of opportunity you're never going to see again in your life. If you're a new agent, you should be as excited. If you're a top producer, this is another opportunity for you to give a market share grab.
You know what, Chad? You said earlier, or sometime last week, which I really, really liked. You said that this isn't about, we're not actually at the finish line right now, right?
So, or we're not at the start line,
no,
or we're
not
racing toward the finish line.
So where are we exactly?
We're a race to the start line, because when the consumer piece comes out at Keller Williams, it will be a race and it will be a land grab. So pull your database together. You're going to see lots of things. The staff is here to work with you. Is there going to be times that command's not going to work perfectly?
Of course, but
yeah,
it's not with every
new.
system.
It's artificial intelligence, and yet we're not saying scrap your old system. Think of it as two railroad tracks, right? A double track. It's going to be running for a while parallel to each other. Build for the future. I understand you got to take care of. But imagine the power of this. If you're listening to this long, imagine of all your 200 contacts, got a phone call from you, telling them about the technology that was coming, updating their information, and oh, by the way, are you looking to buy or sell real estate today?
And you know what, you could do just one more thing? Start sending out your apps. If you haven't done it already, send out that Keller Williams app, because that Keller Williams app is branded to you. And what happens when the new update comes out? They're just going to press an update button. And what happens if some new agents, I love my new agents and I love my megas, but some new agents, they're going out there and asking every single person to get on this app. Some of our older agents, our tenured agents, have really great farming areas. We'll have like a quarter of those people who they farm have someone else's app on their phone.
Yeah,
what happens?
It's a little bit of, they would have to delete it and redo it, and the chances are not it's going to be branded to that agent, especially if they start using it and customizing it, and it starts downloading information that's just similar to your Netflix account, right? I don't want to switch that because it shows me my movies and everything, whatever. Your banking needs, the same way. I would never want to switch my banking stuff because it would take too long.
Even if you want to switch the app, we all use apps. What happens when you delete an app? It'll get the little pop-up that says, please note that everything will be deleted. All your data will be deleted, and you'll start fresh.
All right. Well, this is a great opportunity. I hope we come to you to know how important it is that you use these tools and systems. Here's the goal. 200 contacts in command
200.
with addresses. Let's get it updated. We're here to help. If you come in and you're serious about it, we're going to help you to get there as well, but you'll see a lot more. Look forward to seeing the team meetings. Also, Tuesday and Thursdays at 12 o'clock with Norman.
Don't be left behind.
Yeah, great opportunity. So we'll be seeing you soon.